So the second drug is serotonin. Little interesting thing about serotonin, it lasts about 4 or 5 times longer than dopamine. But serotonin, all these drugs can be mentally recalled. Does that make sense? You can be reminded of a time or experience, and you can recall those drugs with words. Okay? You want to talk about nostalgia, you want to talk about the first time that you ever did this or that. That serotonin rush is going to come back. Same is true with negative emotions. You hear about people having flashbacks from Vietnam or flashbacks from war, PST. Same thing, right? They're recalling horrific mental events that seem real, right? This is sort of the dark part of what we do, right? It sort of sounds manipulative and pretty damn dark, but understanding it's really important. Because you can recall negative emotions in people, you can recall positive emotions in people, right? So serotonin status. So how do you get a big serotonin rush? You win the Academy Award or any kind of award, right? Napoleon quoted that he learned the greatest thing, that men would fight and men would die for a piece of colored ribbon. It's absolutely true. It's not the ribbon, it's the serotonin. It's the drug, right? It's the drug. That they got a certain status, they've achieved a certain level. If you look at our membership offerings right now in the survival space, we've really totally re-engineered them actually to, you know, when somebody comes in, they get the dopamine release of getting a new gadget, right? They get another dopamine release as a premium by getting a bigger gadget when they join our club, right? They get to join the first level for almost nothing. The upsell is, don't you want to join the elite level? Don't you want to upgrade to elite, right? If you're selling a membership right now, you might consider giving your membership away with your initial purchase and then selling an elite level. That's a different thing I can talk about if somebody's really into that. But it really mattered. It doubled our conversion into our continuity programs by changing the way we talked about it. Nothing changed in the deliverable. But yeah, it can be a status thing like this, or it could be this. You can buy something that gives you status, right? You can buy something that gives you status. And a lot of us are selling things, even Ingrid is selling a Brazilian booty that gives that girl a certain status, right? Probably largely among other women. And so I live in a country club now. I never lived in a country club before. It's the first one to ever actually let me in. They didn't look me up. But all these ladies play tennis. The guys don't watch them play tennis. They got these amazing outfits and they're in crazy shape and they're sexy looking as hell playing tennis, but no guys ever see them, except like Schvinn, the tennis instructor. That guy's got to have a good life. But they never see them. Women dress for other women, right? That's a common accepted fact, right? Women dress for other women because it raises their status among their own, right? I don't think there are that many types of women, but there are probably, 4 or 5 archetypes that are broad archetypes. But you've got certain women who want to be seen as a great mother, who want to be seen as a great wife, who want to keep a great home, who want to do all those things, right? And they think career women that are going out into the marketplace are abandoning their family, abandoning their children, all that. They hate them, right? Whether they say it or not, they do. Then you're in the financial planner space with women, right? Probably a lot of those women hate on the lazy ass housewife that's eating bonbons watching soap operas all day, right? So their status is different, right? That career woman status is she's going to kick every man's ass in the office. That's going to be her status, right? She's going to buy a Mercedes and pay for it with her own damn money. Yeah. That's her status. She didn't need a man. They can all kiss my ass. That's her status, right? The other woman's status couldn't possibly be more different, right? And status transfers, right? So if you look back at caveman behavior, right? So what did the caveman used to do? Women were in more traditional roles then, right? Women were typically nurturers and homemaker, cave makers, the case may be. Men were hunters and gatherers. So the guy would go out, kill the buffalo, right? Bring it back home. The woman literally cleaned the buffalo and hang the hide out in front of the cave door. It wasn't for protection. They were tanning the hide, but they were also showing the rest of the tribe, look what my man got me. You know what that's called in Anthem Country Club? A Range Rover. That's exactly what it is. It's a Range Rover, right? It's absolutely true, right? So we've evolved that much. And I really think, I personally believe, I don't know if everybody would have a different opinion, I personally believe that a lot of women are in a very unnatural role that they never really wanted, right? I think that because a lot of men, the male character in our society today is decidedly more feminine, and the female character in our society today is decidedly more masculine. The guys seem to not care. The girls, I think, are really bothered by it, right? I think most women, if they really believed, really in their hearts, that they had a warrior to provide and protect for them, they would prefer to take a more traditional role. But I just don't think they trust that. They don't trust it, they don't believe it, because men have been such shits, frankly. That's my opinion. And then, all that, it's worth exactly what you paid for it. So, but stuff like this, right? So who's got an expensive watch, right? It doesn't even keep time. Rolex watch is the worst at keeping time. Yeah. But I won't take it off because I love this damn thing. I like bling blinging, right? It's a thing. You don't need a $100,000 Mercedes to go get milk. You don't need a $12,000 watch to tell you what time it is, right? But you want it. So that should tell you a lot about price elasticity of serotonin. You want a $49 watch, a Timex, it's a damn fine watch. You want to, wait, you blow it out. You buy a $200 Seiko. Seiko watches are awesome. They keep amazing time. I don't want one. I got a Rolex. I got a box full of them, right? So I want that status. I'm always going to want that better watch on my arm. But look at the difference between $200 and $10, $20, $30, $40, $50,000. So if you don't think these chemicals are incredibly powerful, you're wrong. They really, really are. Oxytocin, the love drug. Oxytocin, if you're selling a community in which people interact with one another, this is probably your strongest drug. I bought my first multi-million-dollar home. I've never owned a home over $1 million. I just bought my first one.